Thank you, President. Thank you, President, for hosting me and my team tonight. We had a very important and useful discussion. We talk about North Macedonia's accession process, certainly, but not only about it. We discussed about the situation in the wider Balkan regions, a region which has a strategic importance for the European Union. I had the opportunity to brief the President on the outcomes of the today Stabilization and Association Council, which, as President has said, the first ever in this country. I appreciated your role, Mr. President, your strong role and a spoken supporter on the reforms needed to move North Macedonia closer to the European Union membership. This reform has to be agreed and implemented for the benefit of the North Macedonia, not only on the European path, but in order to build a more vibrant democracy and a more prosperous economy. I also appreciated, Mr. President, your role in regional affairs and your contribution to the regional cooperation and stability of Western Balkans. Because good neighborhood, good relations among neighbors, and regional cooperation remain essential elements of the enlargement process. If the Balkan countries, West Balkan countries, has to become members of the European Union, it's good, it's necessary that they have among them good relations and good regional cooperation. In this context, we discuss about the next high-level meeting of the Belgrade-Pristina dialogue, which I have the honor to coordinate, that will take place tomorrow in Ohrid. And I want to thank you. I want to thank North Macedonia for providing the venue for this important meeting, for your overall support to the normalization of relations between Kosovo and Serbia. And I hope that the beautiful landscape of Ohrid will create the nice atmosphere necessary to reach agreement. Allow me, President, to brief to remember where we are and where we want to go. 3 weeks ago in Brussels, Prime Minister Kurti and President Vučić agreed on the European Union proposal, a proposal tabled by the European Union with the strong support of France, Germany, Italy, and the United States. They agreed that this proposal will be the path to normalization of relations between them. They also agreed that we would meet again soon to finalize the implementation annex. An agreement is good, an implementation path is better. And this meeting that we agree is going to take place tomorrow in Ohrid in order to define the practical steps that has to be followed in concrete timeline, what is need to be done, when, and how. Because we have a long story of agreements that they've never been implemented. And the value added of this agreement is that has to be implementable. And we have to agree on when and how to implement. Since last meeting in Brussels, it has been a high-level shuttle diplomacy, and our special representative, Miroslav Lajčák, has been traveling extensively to Belgrade and Pristina. Both sides have provided comments on the implementation annex. We will discuss tomorrow, and we will produce a consolidated version to the annex based on this feedback. And then I hope that Kosovo and Serbia will be able to agree on the final result of this discussion. And this implementation annex will be an integral part of the agreement in order to share a clear understanding of how we will put in place all their provisions. If we manage on doing that, Mr. President, we will put the relationship between Kosovo and Serbia on a sustainable, long-term, and future-oriented track, overcoming the permanent crisis management in which we have been for the last month. This will have a clear positive impact on Kosovo, Serbia, European path, and increase the stability of the region. I hope that we will create a new dynamics and a new momentum for the enlargement, which should be also useful for everyone in the region. I'm going to audit with the hope of facing a unique opportunity to Kosovo and Serbia to move forward and to make progress, to normalize their relations. Mr. President, in your presence, I want to underline that this opportunity should be used because no one stands to benefit from it more than people from Serbia and Kosovo, as no one is benefiting from the necessary reforms to be part of the European Union as the citizens of the countries which are today candidates. And there are opportunities that should not be lost. On Monday, I will brief the ministers, the foreign ministers in their meeting. The European Union leaders will be briefed on Thursday and Friday. And today, the eyes of the European Union and the Western Balkan people are looking to audit. Let's hope that we will be successful. And finally, Mr. President, if you allow me, I want just to make a comment about one news that I learned minutes ago. The International Criminal Court has issued an arrest warrant for President Putin for the war crimes of deportation and transfer of children from occupied areas of Ukraine to Russia. The International Criminal Court states that there are reasonable grounds to believe that Putin bears responsibility for individual responsibility for these crimes. And the gravity of the crimes and the statement of the ICC speaks from themselves. This is an important decision of international justice and for the people of Ukraine. We have always made clear at the European Union that those responsible for the illegal aggression against Ukraine must be brought to justice. And this International Criminal Court issue is just the start in the process of accountability and holding Russia and its leader to account for the crimes and atrocities they are committing in Ukraine. Mr. President, the European Union appreciates and supports the work of the International Criminal Court and its investigation. There cannot be impunity. Thank you.
Thank you.